Become a stranger to your past self. This might sound wicked or eerie, but treat it as a subtlety. Anyone can shoot a basketball. Not everyone is a basketball player. As you start anew, look to speed up the identity shifting process, taking care to be clear that you are not the person you once were. You are not the same person. Not from a year ago, not a month ago, not even a week ago. Shed your skin quickly, level up at hyperspeed. In this video, we are going to talk about how you can speed up the process known as the identity shift. Because if you have never started a business, how long do you think it would take for you to confidently identify as a business owner? There's a process there. But I want to start with this quote from Nikola Tesla. The day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in 1 decade than in all the previous centuries of its existence. And we're diving in. That's a good one. So what we are going to discuss is a part of that non-physical phenomena. And this is the good stuff. Because there is someone that you want to be. And this is the person that I'm making this video for, right? There's someone you want to be. And it's actually, the person that I have in mind is a past version of myself when I first started my digital marketing agency about 1.5 years ago. And let's say you work a 9-to-5 job currently, but you're looking to transition out of that work into SMMA, digital marketing. You're looking for some guidance there. You don't really know where to start, right? Maybe you're looking for some more freedom with your life, with your work, with your time, with your purpose. You have those feelings seeping through the cracks that you can be of such higher service to people than what you're currently doing. And maybe you see all the different ways to make money online and you are intrigued. This is what I would tell you, right? This is the most important thing I would tell you. And it comes back to the topic of this video. In that transition, you need to be aware of the identity shift. You need to be aware of the identity shift. And to go back to the first part of this writing, become a stranger to your past self. This might sound wicked or eerie, but treat it as a subtlety. Anyone can shoot a basketball. Not everyone is a basketball player. As you start anew, look to speed up the identity shifting process, taking care to be clear that you are not the person you once were. When you start something new, you are not going to feel like that person. Okay? When you start something new, you are not going to feel like that person. Now, there are ways to speed up that process, and you feel more like that person over time. That's what we're talking about here. And that's why I'm here. Okay? I love sharing this information. So I hope you're enjoying this so far. And in my opinion, the most valuable way to speed up this process is by working with someone one-on-one. And that's in my experience as well. Someone who is strictly focused on you and your goals. For me, it took me about 9 months to start with my first one-to-one coach. And that's where I've seen the best results for myself, no doubt. Without a doubt. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So, I'm going to share with you this practice. I'm going to share this practice which you can use for yourself to speed up that process of becoming the person who achieves the goal. Moving out of the person who doesn't do the thing to the person who does do the thing. in this identity shift, this practice is what I like to call self-disidentification. Okay? Self-disidentification. And maybe you're familiar with the practice of creating a vision, but also creating an anti-vision. We're flipping it around here. Okay? It's similar to that. It's not so much about who you are becoming. Like, yes, that stuff is blatant, clear. It's always the vision, right? But here we're going to focus on who you are not anymore. That's nice. Very practical. And I want to preface with this too. This is meant to be used as a subtlety. We're not hating our past self, right? Right, fuck that guy. I'm not that, no. We're not hating our past self. We don't want to do that. We want to use it as a subtlety. We want things that we can look at, that we can say, okay, I don't do these things anymore. There's power in that. So you want to get in the habit of disidentifying with a past version of you. Where you can look at things, activities, and say, okay, I don't do these things anymore. So that's what we're getting into here. Because you are becoming someone new. And you're becoming that person quickly. Okay? And no matter how you like to look at it, right? No matter if you like it or not, you are literally shedding skin. And creating new skin. Okay? To get very, very practical with you. You're literally shedding skin right now and creating new skin, okay? So whether you like it or not. So to go to the second part of this writing. You are not the same person. Not from a year ago, not a month ago, not even a week ago. Shed your skin quickly, level up at hyperspeed. So like I mentioned, you want things that you can point to say, I don't do these things anymore because I'm not that person anymore. This helps you move quickly. By the way, I hope you're liking this. Okay? So with this practice here, you are shedding your old self to become a new version of yourself. The person who achieves the goal. Like I said earlier, anyone can start a business. It takes a different person to become a business owner. And that was the thing I didn't understand when I started. So what you're going to do with this practice, you are going to get in the habit of each week sitting down and listing off 3 things that went well and 1 area of improvement. And we're going to focus on the 1 area of improvement here, okay? Because why just the 1 area of improvement? You can see how this is in relation to creating a vision and an anti-vision, right? And as you begin doing this and stacking these weeks, you have practical activities and things that you're going to fix that you can look at and say, okay, I don't do these things anymore. And you're just going to focus on 1 thing. You don't want to get too crazy and have all these different things you're trying to keep track of. No, 1 thing that you can look at as a week goes by, and you can say, oh, I'm growing out of that. I'm growing out of that. And I can't stress the power of this practice, okay? Because I know it's so easy to get on YouTube and come across a video that says, make 20K in 30 days with AI as a beginner. Like, that's not addressing things at the source. And that's not hard to see. What I like to talk about on my channel, what we're talking about here, are the principles. This is the real foundational stuff, what I'm speaking about here. This is focusing on you, the internal world, the big needle mover. So what you're going to do is at the end of every week, let's just say Sunday, every Sunday morning, you're going to sit down for 10 to 15 minutes. You're going to list out 3 things that went well. We want to stack those for sure and program yourself to focus on the wins, right? That's a whole nother video. And you're going to list one area of improvement, okay? One area of improvement. And it's only one for a reason. Like I said, it's only one thing for a reason. If you go to the grocery store for one thing, you're going to get that one thing. If you go to the grocery store for 10 things, you might forget one of those things, okay? So you want one thing that you can filter out and disidentify with every week. Say, nope, I don't do that anymore. And you take the action necessary to evolve out of that person. That's it. That's it. So let's go through an example. Okay? Let's go through an example. I kind of like the coffee break included here, right? So example time. This week, for example, 3 wins. I made 3 YouTube videos. Let's just say you had a great meeting with your coach and you onboarded a new client. Okay, cool. One area of improvement, had an average of 7 hours of screen time on my phone each day. This is a great one. This is a great one, okay? Because after writing this down, you have one thing that you are going to take action towards and disidentify with. Nope, I don't do that anymore. You take the actions necessary by getting that time down significantly. You have the one thing for the week, that habit, that system you put into place. And you narrow that down to maybe just a few hours on your phone. Right? We're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. We're trying to make progress. And that's big. That's big. And you can see after doing this for a month, you will have 4 things after 4 weeks that you can look at and say, I do not identify as the person who does those things. Okay? That's nice. That's nice. And one important thing to mention as well, this is important. There's no need to go crazy with this. Like saying every day, like, I'm not the same person as I was yesterday. Screw that guy. No, that's not what we're doing. There's always extremes to this that can be unhealthy. That can be unhealthy. I think you can kind of see where that goes, right? We don't want to be doing that. No. Treat this as a subtlety. You have practical things that you can look at and say, I disidentify with doing those things. Therefore, I'm leveling up quickly. I'm leveling up fast with the action that I'm taking. And that's deadly. That is deadly. If you are someone who is interested in making money online and you're looking to transition out of your current job, let's say, into SMMA or digital marketing, it'd be a pleasure, honestly, to see if there's an opportunity to help you out with that process, 1-to-1. So I'll leave a link in the description below, and you can book an intro call with me, and we can see if there is a fit there, okay? And like I said on the identity shifting process here, this is the most important thing to understand. Because there's those times when you're working on something new. you're getting into something new, and you just feel uncomfortable, there's fear, there's self-doubt, just understand what's happening there. You're transitioning out of your old self into a new self. That's the discomfort. That's the questioning. That's the doubt. So if you're someone who is shifting out of your 9-to-5 job, for example, and moving into SMMA or digital marketing, I'll leave a link down below. You can book in a call and we can speak more on that, okay? Because at the end of the day, like I mentioned, one-to-one guidance is where I've seen the best results for myself as well. So, appreciate you and see you soon. Thanks.